Hi, I hope everybody's doing well. I just want to come in and check on you all. I know it's been a while. Y'all have to forgive me. My location and where I'm at now, the traffic is certainly more heavier. But I know I've been missing for a while. I wanted to come in and check on everybody to see how you all were doing. I have been in reset mode, trying to get myself together. Had a lot going on from May, June to July. I feel like now I'm coming out on the other side a little bit better. Dealing with some grief, among other things, losing some people that, was a shock to the system. And my mind and heart was not prepared for that. But I'm coming along much more better than I was back in May. And just learn to love and appreciate people while they're here. I will say that. But I'm officially in reset mode in the month of August. Again, I have not been trying to do but so much because, like I said, I'm preparing to do the real work and preparing to start my big research project. And it requires a lot of focus and not as many checkups. I've had people reaching out and, again, concerned, but I don't know how frequently I'll post because a lot of the work that I am doing is intentional. But nonetheless, I thank everybody who has been instrumental in me succeeding at Virginia Commonwealth. I'm grateful for my professors. I'm grateful for my classmates. We just wrapped up a policy brief on Medicaid expansion for the United States. We're hoping that the brief will get accepted. I am deeply honored for my professor for taking on the work that we passed along to her. And just my team put me in the leadership role. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it was different. But I had to tell myself, at some point, Wanda, you're gonna be leading. People are going to be dependent on your direction for many a thing, especially with this research project that I have coming up. I wanted to say to my family, thank y'all. I have officially relocated, and all my family members who stepped in with me and my family and moved us to our new space and place, new city, new peoples. Got to have a whole different routine, y'all. This place is even busier than it was the one that I left. Sometimes we don't know how and why our life will shape up. I thought my life would continue in Richmond, Virginia, but it's not. And I just want to say, without going into any details and divulging anything, honestly, I am extremely, deeply grateful for what's to come. A lot of my work will start off in Orange County, North Carolina. We will be in the Chapel Hill, Carrboro, pieces of Mebane. I will transition over to Alamance County. I will work a great deal in Greensboro. I am deeply honored by my mentor, Dr. Adrian Figueroa. She will assist me in the project, and she will be very instrumental in the clinical research that I will start. I will be in Greensboro very heavily. I will be in, hopefully, Winston-Salem. I want to get into Winston-Salem State. I'm not sure. I got some stuff coming up soon at the University of North Carolina State, NC State. And then I'm going to hopefully finish off in my stomping grounds at Duke University at their trauma center. But I'm excited. I don't know what these next 6 to 8 months are going to look like, but I'm trying to shelter my new moving space because I don't want nobody to see where I live. And I know y'all probably like, girl, don't nobody care, but I just want to keep that private. But I am closer than many people think. That's all I'll say. But I'm excited. Again, Orange County, Chapel Hill, Carrboro, pieces of Mebane, I think they fall in that tier. I will be out in those areas for quite some time, and I'm just looking forward. I got a meeting coming up on Wednesday. I got to get some stuff situated, and I'm just excited. So for those who've been asking about my YouTube page, I will say that will be under construction for a while. Won't see anything much there. I am preparing at some point. The podcast is suspended indefinitely only because I don't have the time. And I also have people who I have built connections with in Richmond, Virginia, some new connects in Atlanta, Georgia, among other spaces here in North Carolina. That's where most of my bulk of my people that will be on with me, North Carolina Central. I have some meetings there soon too. But I'm going to have a host of people on. Again, this is resources to help with trauma-informed work, and I don't want it to be too heavy. I don't want it to be about, just the downtrodden. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know what's going on in this neighborhood, but it's just, you got to get used to stuff. If you're not used to these areas, you got to be careful. But just want to make sure whatever information we feed out there to you all, it is something that you can walk away with and appreciate, and you can, get the tools that you need to be successful and thrive beyond the podcast. I'm talking about not only just the experiences of trauma, because again, like I told y'all, trauma is heavy and nobody wants to hear that all the time. But we're here to provide resources. So again, it's about those three things, y'all. Excuse me. Whew, I'm walking up a hill. Self-awareness, self-accountability, and self-leadership. When you can lead yourself out of those things, anything is possible. And I'll say that because I had to think about it. A year ago, my life was totally different. And to see where I am now and how far I have maturated and come is nothing short of a blessing, y'all. When I tell you my life has changed, and not in a bad way, a good way. I'm grateful and filled with gratitude for those who have helped me along the way, and I appreciate them more than they ever know. But I've learned this one thing. I'll let y'all go with this. In order to move forward, you have to let go of what was and focus on what is. And I realized once I got out of my own way that I was okay. I was okay. Because sometimes it's hard to tell people no. You got people pulling on you at every end. People expecting a lot out of you and you can't give it. People getting upset or whatever the case is. That was a lot to chew. But somebody once told me a while back to guard my heart. I didn't understand why she told me that at the time, but I do now. The more. Because sometimes when we give and help, people expect that all the time. People don't understand that when you expand and evolve, you're not the same person. I used to be a person who carried people's weight, emotions, among other things, but that was just a trauma response. And I realized once I let go of a lot of things and really, broke off from people, places, and things, not that they were bad, it just they didn't serve me in my next chapter, in this new season. I'm 41 now. There are literally things that used to bring me peace that don't. And I look at myself last year, things that I used to cope, they no longer exist here now in August of 2026. So it's definitely a blessing of what a year could make if you put in the work and do the work. So with that being said, I just want to encourage you all to continue, going, continue just moving forward, regardless of who you have to lose. Sometimes that is the most important thing that we have to grasp. No matter who you lose, don't lose yourself. I'm appreciative again of everybody who has shown support, and for those who are, trying to reach out and things of that nature. I'm telling you again here now, don't know when the next time you'll hear from me, because I am genuinely getting ready to embark on a 6 to 8 month project that's going to require my attention. Moreover, and social media may be obsolete for a while. I may be here and there posting things, but I just want to give a life update, and I hope everybody is well. And even if you never talk to me again, for those of you who have touched my life immensely, from previous spaces up until now, I'm appreciative of everybody in the St. Paul's, Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, North Carolina areas. I'm appreciative of those who have helped me in the Richmond, Virginia area. It's so many people I can thank, but I won't call their names out because I don't want to miss anybody. I just wish everybody the best, happiness and health. And I'm going to continue on this walking trail. And again, I'm just excited to start my research project, and I wish y'all the best.